Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Now we meet again on our last topic, which is introduction to probability. Probability has something to do with a chance. It's either might happen or might not happen. And we use it most of the time, usually without thinking there is a probability. We don't perform actual probability problem in our daily life. However, we use subjective probability to determine the cause of an action or any judgment that we do. For example, everything from the weather forecasting to our chance of dying in an accident is a probability. In general, probability is a measure of the likelihood of some outcome. So here is probability line to make you more understand on the probability. Now, the value of probability takes between 0 up to 1. The value of probability can be in term of fraction, in term of decimal point, or in term of percentage point. The value 0 here indicate that the event is impossible to occur, while the value of 1 here indicate that the event is certainly to happen. Usually if you obtain a value less than 0.5, it is unlikely for that event to occur. If you have obtained value greater than 0.5, it tells you that that event is likely to occur. While for equally likely event, here there is possibility of that event may occur or may not occur. There are some key terms used in probability. The first one is the experiment. An experiment is a situation involving chance or probability that leads to a result called outcomes. For example, the experiment is spinning the spinner. Usually after an experiment, there will be an outcome. A result of an experiment is called an outcome. From the experiment of spinning the spinner, the possible outcome of you getting yellow, blue, red, or green is the result of an outcome. The next one is sample space, which always denote as S. This set of sample space lists out all the possible outcome of an experiment. The experiment of spinning the spinner, the possible or the sample space of this experiment is written as red, yellow, blue, red, green, blue. After a sample space is the event. Event is the information or result where one or more outcome of an experiment. An event can be just one outcome. Example of one outcome is landing on green after spinning the spinner. And for more than one outcome, landing on red after spinning the spinner. And the last one is the probability. The probability is how likely an event to occur or to happen. For example, the probability of spinning the spinner and landing on a green. So you will get 1 over 6. And for probability of landing on red, you will obtain 2 out of 6 or 1 over 3. In order to measure the probability of an event, to occur, the formula is probability of an event A is equals to the number of ways the event A occur divided by total number of possible outcome. There are various ways of you to visualize the different possible outcome of your event. One of it is by using the tree diagram. I'm using example of a coin, tossing a coin. So when we toss a coin, there are 2 possible outcome. It's either head or a tail. So therefore you will have 2 branch. So head and tail is the outcome. At each branch, you will have the value of probability of that event to occur. So here, probability of getting a head is 0.5, and probability of getting a tail is also 0.5. Okay, now let extend the tree diagram by tossing another coin. So this is how we represent the second coin, or the outcome of the tossing second coin. So from this tree diagram, you can identify the possibility of your outcomes. Here is the outcome that you can obtain, or you will obtain from tossing two coins. You have to know that along the branch, this is your branch, so along the branch, the value of probability must be multiplied, whereas between branch, you have to add up the value of probability. And between branch here, the total probability must equals to 1. Same goes for the second coin for this part. The result from all this outcome, if you add up, the value is equals to 1. The total probability must equals to 1. Let's assume E is an event. So the basic property of probability is, the first one, the value of probability is a positive value and range between 0 up to 1, where 1 tells you that that event is surely to occur, while 0 tells you that the event is unlikely or impossible to occur. The total probability of an event must equals to 1. The sum of all the probabilities in the sample space is equals to 1. The sum of the probabilities of an event and its complementary is equals to 1, given as probability of complementary of event E equals to 1 minus with probability of getting event E. Let's say we have an event E. So here is the event E. So the complement event here is the event that is not in E, which denote as E prime. It is outside E. To have a better understanding on this introduction of probability, let's move on to the tutorial.